Hello everyone, it's Junie. I'm on my lunch break. Most of the guys are done for the day because it rained here. So I'm making my smoothie. I'm on my lunch break and I just wanted to talk to y'all real fast about some of the rumors going on with Summer Wells' mom and Don Wells, Candace Wells Bly. Really not sure about their marital situation. Honestly, I don't really care that she came out of the closet and is telling everyone that she's gay now, and that she has a girlfriend, that she's moved out, and that Don has a girlfriend. Doesn't really bother me. What bothers me the most about this family is that they were extremely toxic before Summer went missing. That's obvious, okay? Now you think about what we visually have seen with them on their videos, what we have seen with them interacting with the public on YouTube, how they're constantly asking for money on their channels. You know, there's just things about these parents that just don't sit well with me, okay? Does that mean that they're guilty? Of course not. It doesn't mean that they're guilty, okay? But you think about all this toxicity that they had when they were married or living together and trying to raise all those children in that house, and we've learned about the condition of the house. Then you have mom coming out of the closet, you know, telling everybody she's got a girlfriend, she's living on some campground with another, basically I believe he's a RSO, he's a registered sex offender, okay? So the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, does it, Candace? I mean, Don has had multiple women come forward talking about sexual abuse and inappropriate touching. Don even has admitted to inappropriate touching live on YouTube. He said they played house. So you figure out what house means. He didn't deny it. That's the thing. Don never denied these allegations that other women have made. And the other thing that bothers me is that there's drugs and alcohol involved. They both have admitted to not being clean. Then you add this into the mix. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree is what I'm saying, is that why does she continue to surround herself with registered sex offenders? Why does she continue to surround herself with people that really shouldn't be around children? Why is Grandis not allowed around children? That's my question, okay? So I don't care that she came out of the closet and that she's gay. I support the gay community. I support LGBTQ. I don't give a shit. If you're a consenting adult, I really don't give a crap what you do. But what concerns me is that you think about all this happening when the kids were there. The chaos and the toxicity. My marriage isn't perfect either, but we try to keep our kids out of most of our stuff too. But that was 20 years ago, right? The kids are grown. When you have little kids and they're that impressionable and you're having drugs and alcohol around them and you have all these people living there, no wonder CPS was involved. So, makes you wonder. Talking about Summer Wells and her mom. Did you read the thumbnail? So, Summer Wells' mother just came out of the closet. Hey, Luminous. It's good to see you, sweetie. Love you. Yeah, so Summer Wells' mom just came out of the closet. I'm on my lunch break. I'm making a smoothie, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it real quick. My concern is the toxicity in that household. Their relationship being that toxic, and what did that do to Summer? What did that do to all the boys? I started using beets in my, I don't know if you guys have a Sprouts grocery store near you, but I would use it. So I started using beets and kale in my smoothies now, because beets are really good. Like if you're a diabetic, beets are really good for you, and they help with like giving oxygen to your blood. Anyway, yeah, I'm just, honestly, I don't care that Candace is coming out of the closet and announcing on YouTube that she's got a girlfriend now. My concern is how are you a good mother if you're living with an RSO at a campground? How do you ever expect to have visitation of your children back if you're surrounding yourself with people who have harmed children, who are considered RSOs? If I wanted to get my children back, the last person I would live with is a registered sex offender. I'm just saying. I mean, like, common sense here, people, okay? Like, if you want to get your custody of your children back, the first thing to do is probably not spew all your shit out on YouTube, and probably not live with a registered sex offender. Just saying. I mean, really, like, what is she thinking? This is not going to help her. She's living out in the woods. You know, she told everybody she was terrified of the woods. So, I don't know. Evidently, Don Wells has a girlfriend. We'll do a tarot reading on it tonight when I get home. But I just wanted to make my smoothie and jump in real quick on my lunch break. I can't really talk long. But something's messed up here. And then it makes you wonder why CPS was involved. They're toxic. They have a toxic marriage. Like I said, all marriages go through their shit. Okay? Lots of people have extramarital affairs. People come out of the closet while they're married. You know, things can either make you stronger or things can make you break, right? But a lot of people have marital problems, but they don't have CPS come in and remove all their children. 9 children. A lot of people have marital problems, but they don't have a child missing. I think there's a level of neglect here. You cannot tell me that woman, with the amount of drinking that she's been doing and how toxic their relationship is, that she was keeping a good eye on Summer. I use almond milk too for the smoothie. This is what it looks like. I have Greek yogurt in here, pineapple, spinach, beets, and mango, and a little banana slices. Yeah. This is crazy. And I support the gay community. I have nothing against the gay community at all. But my problem is I don't care if you're gay or not, you're still a shitty parent. Because if you wanted to really get custody of your kids back, you wouldn't be living with a registered sex offender. And who does Don have up there with him? Who's Don's new girlfriend? Okay, I've been soaking these for about an hour. These are fun Greek seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. So I have fun Greek seeds I do separate, and I have flax and chia seeds here. And I soak them for a good hour before I add them into my smoothie, and I do a topper. And I've also been using vegan protein as well in my smoothies now, just because I'm older. I'm 51, 52, so I need more protein in my diet. So I've been trying to put more protein in my smoothies. Hey Karen, it's good to see you. It's really good. Like, you don't taste all the healthy stuff. And I only put a little bit of beets in because the beets are very strong. If you start using beets, if you're diabetic and you want to start interacting beets into your smoothies, just do a little bit at a time, because it is a taste to get adjusted to. It's like a earthy. Beets are kind of like a earthy and sweet. That's the only way I can, describe that. Eating beets. But when you add all the other fruits in there, you don't even taste the beets. So what do you guys think? What's your opinion on Candace Wells coming out of the closet and announcing that she's got a girlfriend now, and Don has a girlfriend? What is your opinion on all of this, guys? I gotta make sure the lid's on good. I don't see how she expects to look good to CPS if she's living at a campground with a registered sex offender. How does CPS go, okay, thumbs up, hey, you're doing great? I don't see CPS doing that. And it doesn't really matter because they've lost custody of their kids anyway. They've given over their parental rights. But It just makes you wonder, right? Right, this is going to be loud. You're not surprised? Yeah. Because she came out of the closet, it means she has been the whole time, just secretly, and yep. Yeah. All right, this is going to be loud. I'm going to turn on my smoothie maker, okay? Baby boogers. Evidently, a missing little girl's mother just came out of the closet. It's just been crazy with this family. This family's been... I don't even give a crap about the fact that they're gay. It's just the toxicity here and the level of abuse and neglect, I feel, with a toxic relationship like that. I've been through hell with my marriage. I'm not gonna sit here and say my marriage has been perfect through the years. 20 years ago, we had a hell of a time with my husband's brain damage and his drinking. Okay, we had a hell of a time, but we got through it. My husband went through anger management. My husband went to rehab. My husband did it all. Not that we're perfect, okay, but we still did what we had to do. So we've never ever lost custody of our children. We did everything we could to make sure our children were separate from all of this, right? How in the hell can Don and Candace continue this when they had all those children there, plus they had other children living there and other people living in that little house? How do you really expect that to be a healthy household where a child goes missing? A 5-year-old, Summer Wells, went missing. And you have all this shit coming out. They're toxic. And you can't tell me that the toxicity in their marriage and their relationship on that hill didn't trickle down into those kids and drastically affect those kids. Absolutely it did. Yeah, sure, I'll post it. I'll show you the recipe in the comment section. I don't know. I just hope that I hope people realize it. Like, this is chaos. I think that whole house was chaos. When I did the astrology showed that the whole household was affected with either alcohol or drugs or all of them being under the influence. And later on, we have a girl comes out and says that she knows that that Candace was giving her young children drugs and alcohol. Now, I don't care that you're a lesbian. You shouldn't be giving children drugs and alcohol, period. Young children. You know, when I was a kid, I always had like a sip of champagne or something at New Year's. That's different. Or a little wine at dinner with my parents. That's different. When you have young children at 11, 12, 13, I mean, come on now. It's really hard to get this off the lid. Thank you, Luminous, for the heart. I appreciate it. All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna head back and I made soup. I brought in like lentil soup. I'm just gonna eat that at my desk and drink my smoothie at my desk for my lunch break. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for letting me vent. Like I said, I don't care that Candace Bly came out that she's gay and has a girlfriend. My concern is that she's still a neglectful parent. And so is he. It just puts a cherry on top of what that house really was like. How was that house functioning when you have parents that act like this? And Candace keeps going back to people who have sexually assaulted children, are registered sex offenders. What parent would want to be around a registered sex offender? And after all those girls came out, Mary came out about Don Wells, and Don Wells actually admitted that he played house with these kids, and he was that much older than them. I'd be side-eyeing my husband. I'd be like, what? You did what? Come on now. What level of chaos was in the Wells household? Leave a comment below and tell me what level of chaos was in the Wells household when Summer was there and the boys were there. And we're just now seeing a glimpse into what actually how much chaos, dysfunction, and toxicity was in that home. And then you wonder why Summer is missing and we still can't find her. What happened? All right, we'll work on it tonight. We'll do a tarot reading and see what we get. And I'll try to look at some of the astrology. I need to map out Summer again because her map got deleted from my scribble map. So I will remap her. Hopefully I can work on it tonight. All right, I love you all. Leave a comment below. Let me know about what you feel about the Wells household. Was it a safe environment to raise children in? No wonder Summer Wells went missing. Just let me know what you think. All right.